Check, check, check. What is up, legends? All those Reign of Titans heroes out there in the arena and the audience. How are we doing this morning? My name is Ross. We're here for some Reign of Titans Road to Championship Volume 3. Road to the Championship 3, Volume 2 action. So I hope you guys are buckled up. It's going to get crazy. Big shouts in the chat. Matty OP and Tashar in the chat already hanging out. We are live on Twitch and YouTube at Reign of Titans GG. So get crazy over here. Let me know who you guys are cheering for today, because we're going to be giving away some wildness. 920 USDC on the line today, and we are down to our final 4 players. Technically 3 for all you guys have been looking at the brackets, but we're down to the final 4. 2 bracket finals and grand finals to go. We're going to get into that very shortly. First, let's take a look at the journey here, folks. Take a look over on our tournament platform, the brackets, and let's see how these players ended up where they are right now. Our fancy tournament platform over here gives you everything you need to know. Here's the overview. $920 US on the line, of course. We started off with 62 players today. Almost filled that 64-person bracket. We are going to be give you all the details here. Let's get down to the bracket, though. Our journey through bracket A. So this is a 2-bracket tournament. Round of 64 here. Our finalists for bracket 1, it's gonna be IGAJ versus MCNK from Team Xborg. Again, let's follow their journeys through the bracket here on the tournament platform. If we highlight IGAJ's name, we can see all their matches and everything they've had to battle through thus far in bracket A. IGAJ got a bye in round 1. Hot dog then played some member here with no name. Not even sure how this works. But in round 2, IGAJ played this person 1-2-0. Then they moved on to play a Slayer, an absolute veteran of the tournament scene, Babby OP. Won that match 2-1. Moved on to play Thilak in best of 3 for bracket semis. And then in bracket semis, moves on to play Goldie Roger. IGAJ takes that 3-1 fashion to move on to those bracket finals up against. It's going to be MCNK Xborg. We can see their tournament journey here on the tournament platform. They started by playing Bin. That is a crazy round 1 play, by the way. Bin versus MCNK. Crazy match. 0-2, though. Xborg's MCNK moves forward to play Ivan El Mosquito, another tournament champion type player, and MCNK takes care of business, puts down Ivan El Mosquito to move into the next round against Spectre, another tournament winning player. Absolutely crazy bracket run here from MCNK, hungry for the cash. Of course, who's not hungry for the cash? They win that one 2-0, move down to play against Rush. Holy bracket, MCNK with the battle this morning, freaking rolling through some absolutely legendary players into bracket semis against the tournament points leaderboard champion right now. Hey ya, from Team Stomp on ya in bracket semis. MCNK takes it just by a nose, 2-3. To move into that bracket finals. Again, bracket finals of bracket A will be IGAJ versus MCNK from Team Xborg. Let's go fetch the same breakdown in bracket B. Boom, we just move over to bracket B. Tournament platform working like a dream right now. Let's break it down in the bracket finals for bracket B. We are going to have MCNK from Team Xborg playing against Blastwitch. So let's see how those players got here in bracket B. Boom! MCNK playing against Nobody in round one gets a little bye. That's healthy because they had to work in bracket A. MCNK plays Bin in their next match, round 2. Round 3, they play against Yash Kokate. Crazy bracket run. They run into RC Tushar here in bracket quarters. They win that one 2-0 to move to bracket semis against Team Fury's own RCS. And again, a wild semifinal match here. MCNK wins this bracket semis over RCS 3-2. They move on to play lower piece winner here, Blastwitch. How did Blastwitch get here, folks? Boom! Blastwitch gets a bye in round 1. Moves into Golcinero in round 2. Crazy to play Golcinero so early in the bracket. Absolute legendary stacked bracket today. A wildly stacked bracket. Blastwitch wins over Golcinero 2-1. Plays against Peckle next 2-1 as well. Hard-fought battles all day long. Blastwitch plays Zamaro for bracket semis. Crazy, and moves up into bracket semis against Killer Besto. Wildly stacked bracket here for Blastwitch. They've been a force. They win 3-0 over Killer Besto, and they will be playing MCNK in the B bracket finals. Whoo! All right, let's get into it. Back to the game screen, back to the action. We saw how these players got here. Now let's see who's going to take home bracket finals A, bracket finals B, and then grand finals, of course, for that almost $1,000 USD prizing. Whoo! I'm so excited. Who you guys got? Where's Nugget today? Let's take a moment of silence for Nugget, my favorite co-caster. I miss you, Nugget. If you're watching this back later, we love you and we miss you. We'll get him next time. Man, look at that bracket breakdown. Whew! Ross just spilling all the knowledge. Cannot wait. I cannot wait. These games are going to be absolutely sick. In the bracket finals, these are going to be. Pretty sure these are going to be best of 5s since bracket semis were also best of 5. So bracket finals, best of 5. Bracket finals, best of 5. Grand finals, best of 5. Oh! So we'll get these players lined up. Again, the A bracket finals going to be MCNK versus IGAJ. So let me know who you guys got for this first match, and we'll get the players queued up ASAP to get this thing rolling. How was everybody's tournament run today? I unfortunately had a super busy morning. I could not play this morning, which is unfortunate because I'm just barely off of that tournament points leaderboard. I think I have 40 points, and 18th place has 60. So, one more great tournament for me, and I could be breaking the top 18 players, which again is important. Or is it top 16? Top 16 or top 18? I've forgotten. But there is a threshold that you want to be in up there at the top where they get to play for spots in the season finale, the season championship for $4,000 US. Reign of Titans GGs, may the best win. I could not agree more. Where are we capturing these games from, I wonder? Because I can't see the games. Let me see if I can. Maybe I have to stop sharing my screen. I think we're through with that part anyway. Here we go. The games are on. I couldn't even see it. We've got Sky Titan Aeronact versus Mirage. The Sky Titan Fast and Furious. I missed some of the action. I apologize deeply. We're already in the throes of turn 3 or 4. Aaron attack. Oh, Aaron attack maybe. Ooh, feel the rush coming out. Mirage laying down the heat, but we have the blinking surge meter here. Spinning shield. Is it going to close? Not quite. 108, but Earthquake Smash in the other direction. Mirage in control in terms. No, not in control in terms of health or agility. Aaron attack has the upper hand here. It's looking like game 1's about to be curtains for Mirage. But crazier things could happen. It's good to know. I need to stop sharing my bracket screen so I can see the player's screen. Sorry, fam. But that new bracket run through was wild. Big props to production team and, of course, the Reign of Titans team. Tail strike for 62. Bada bing. Whoa! Feel the rush. I forgot. Feel the rush gave Mirage the upper hand with the attack first keyword for 2 turns. Oh my goodness. Imagine forgetting that. We thought it was curtains, but it was actually curtains in the other direction. And air on attack from AJ goes down. MCNK Mirage from Team Xborg takes the 1-0 lead. Oh my gosh. Using that feel the rush scroll to attack first for 2 turns. It does not matter what the agilities are. You attack first. Now, if both players play that attack first keyword, it does go back to the agility as the tiebreaker. But great, wild match there in match number 1, getting this party started off right. All right, what will we see here in game 2? This is Madness, going to steal away 10 stats of every category. There's the annoyance. So all of those stolen stats, or at least half of them, the important ones get knocked down back underneath base value with that annoyance. Main hand weapon, the Prodder from Mirage, Phantom Dance. And then here comes Windblow. So not a super heavy hitting first round here, more of just trying to control the stat lines and the pace of the match. Air on attack with 22 agility. That's wild. Definitely going to be resolving first if no one has played any of those attack first scrolls. They also have 50 defense to hide behind here. An interesting slot, an interesting way to sort of position themselves with a defense to rely on, and now they can lay it down. But here is the surge meter is max, thanks to Phantom Dance from Mirage. Echoing Blades. Here comes those red scrolls, folks, tacking on an extra 19 damage per red scroll because of that blinking surge meter. There's Feel the Rush, the MVP from game 1. Feel the Rush in the other direction. Air on attack going to be reclaiming the resolution order, at least at the time. Red health already for Air on attack. Yeah, I forgot about the Feel the Rush at the end of game 1, but not this time. So we can see those little grayed out status symbols with the winged boots on each player's screen. Those are both the attack first keyword. But again, because they've both played attack first, it is now going to be back to agility as the resolution order tiebreaker. Fury Aura, going to be plus 50 attack. Is it too slow, though? Oh, it's Take Flight. Everyone is prepping for the hammer here. Jungle Rage. Jungle Rage is out. Run for cover. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the claws. That might have killed. 55 mana to play the bombs. Claws in the other direction. Mirage now down under almost to red health. Stomp going to take Aeron into the double digits. Earthquake Smash with 70 attack. How much? 105 smackies. And there, both attack firsts resolve and exhaust at the same time, leaving us with a pure agility advantage for Mirage, 14 over 12. Mirage in the driver's seat again. Do they have, they have 75 mana to deal 63 damage with 74 attack. I feel like there it is. Flying Kick, the closer, with that maxed out surge meter as well to lay on the extra damage. This is fast and furious, folks. Mirage takes game 2 and is up 2-0 against IGAJ. Oh my goodness. Barely even get a breath in to yap about yapping stuff. Wow. Wow. This is the game when you don't have cheat. Is that what happens? We take out the cheat scroll and everybody just wins in 3 turns? What is even going on? Shout out to Daniel in the chat. Hazy as well. What up, fam? Y'all feel free to give me a little wave, a little hey guys. My name is Ross. I'm here to host you through this wild end of the bracket. This is Bracket A Finals. IGAJ versus MCNK from Team Xborg. Sky v Sky. Just the fastest Sky you've ever seen versus the fastest Sky you've never seen, you know? Maybe you've seen both of them. Maybe. All right, we're getting the players back in. Game 3. This is match point for MCMK if they can close it out. Aaron Attack gonna have to go. Or maybe it's Aaron Act. I'm gonna go with Aaron Attack. Gonna have to win 3 in a row here to reverse 3-0 against Mirage. Again, some of these most recent balance changes and patch notes, super important here, especially in turn 1, where you start with more mana, your mulligan costs less mana. Just lots of room for blossoming new strategies, especially like win on turn 3. That's a pretty good strategy. Here we go. Scrolls like Mana Drain, extra important in the earlier turns now, especially if your match is only going to last 3 turns. Getting a Mana Drain is huge. Getting you an extra 50 mana and your opponent 50 less without much time to otherwise find that. Oh, and here we go. Eat my words. Mana Drain in return. Mirage settles the score on the mana bar. Tail Strike going to be big. Thank goodness for that 20 defense of Aaron Attack. Mana Well at the end of turn. Getting ready. Mirage at full health, crazily enough. Crazy enough. Plenty of mana from both players. We've seen Mirage use and utilize that Surge meter a little bit more than Aaron Attack, but maybe they just haven't been that deep into their deck to find those scrolls. Jungle Rage. It's all the rage. Here's the Feel the Rush to get that attack first keyword for Aaron Attack. Rock Throw. But again, the increased defense from Aaron Attack. Earthquake Smash. Not going to be super great with 0 attack, but with an added defense from Mirage, you take it where you can get it. It's an interesting stat line setup we've got here. That Mad Mirror and both of the Prodders, of course, providing lots of buff and debuff opportunities for both players here. The difference being the offhand weapons. We got Mad Mirror versus Spike Shield. Mirage with a little more reach in terms of closing a match out with those heavy hitting offhand scrolls. However, Mad Mirror has put Aaron Attack here in the stat line advantage by a long shot. Oh, it's Claws. He's just going to race. Mirage is just going for the race here. Do they have the closer at 113? They don't care about surviving. They're just pushing to the end. Says you've got to the end of this turn to close me out or I will kill you. 53 attack left. Mirage for 29. Phantasm's not going to do it. Aaron Attack pushing on the gas. Buck 40. 140 damage. That's a smacky. And Aaron Attack taking one back. IGAJ scores a point here in grand finals. It is now 1-2 in this best of 3. What a match. Oh my goodness. Mirage decided that was the turn. If you're going to kill me, that's fine, but I'm going to try to beat you there. So in scroll slot 3, we saw the Phantasm was not able to close out the game winner, and Aaron Attack closed it out with a big buck 40. Oh my gosh. Statement piece. Game number 4, folks. Again, this is match point for Mirage. If they win, they move to grand finals. If IGAJ can pull it off here with Aaron Attack, they will have to win 2 in a row. That last game, pretty convincing. I mean, it was close both ways, but I feel like Aaron Attack played the exact game plan they wanted to there. And again, one of the keys to that battle came down to both players getting the mana drain. I mean, imagine how lopsided that would have been if Mirage didn't find theirs to counteract the 50 stolen mana points. There's the Fallen, paying with health. but a massive advantage given. 110 attack for Aaron. Plays the utter annoyance. That's going to pull the defense right out from under Mirage. Sorry, not defense, the attack and Magicka right out from Mirage. Just going to significantly neuter their attack stat and their damage output. Whoa, 129. Tail strike on the other side. Aaron attack did spend a lot of mana last turn, all the way down to 0. Just daring Mirage to hit that mana drain. But by default, both Titans gain back that 80 mana at the end of turn, and Aaron ready to keep the pedal to the metal. Mirage has so much mana, though, in comparison, over double as much. You can think about your mana as sort of the tools you have to do the things you need, right? It's how you pay for scrolls for the most part. If you can't pay for scrolls, you are in a hot spot. However, Mirage sitting on, well, now 54 attack, but sitting at a lowly 4 attack. Not where they wanted to be. And now surge meter maxed for Aaron. Earthquake smash. Chow. 103, the triple digits. And a back-to-back to 96. 200 damage and 2 scrolls. Aaron attack does have the higher advantage in agility. Will get to resolve scroll slot 1 first. Mirage has 7 points in their surge meter, so not going to add that additional damage. That would pretty much be curtains for Aaron if that was the case, with that additional damage per attack scroll on the turn that it's max. It's going to be Mirror Gaze. This is their only out. Is it enough? 53! 53! The defensive buff was not enough. Aaron attack falls. IGAJ is retired. And MCNK from Team Xborg moving to grand finals and one step closer to the biggest chunk of that $900+ over 900 US dollars on the line here. And of course, Grand Champion is taking home the biggest slice of the pie. Now that's only half the puzzle, folks. We're going to move on to the Bracket B finals next, which is going to be MCNK versus Blastwitch. Twitch chat, where you at? You guys leaving me out to dry. I'm feeling lonely. How was that match? Crazy. And you guys are just like, maybe you're just locked in. Maybe you're just taking notes. You know what I mean? Taking notes. Hard to say. Hard to say. Maybe you guys are busy. Maybe you're just grinding the game, grinding the rank leaderboard. You never know when they're going to put some tournament qualification points on the old leaderboard arena. So, climb the leaderboard as best you can. Play some ranked games. And, obviously that makes you better at the game. Better competitor. Better earner. Moolah, baby. Moolah on the line. But, of course, the tournament qualification points for that end of season. The old end of season crazy finale. 4,000 US dollars in the prize pool for that one. Oh, yeah. There it is. Back to the old art. I'm hungry, chat. I'm hungry for more action. I'm actually hungry, though. I left my coffee downstairs. It's just, just really dropping the ball on a few different fronts. Again, we got Blastwitch versus MCNK in Bracket B finals. Coming right up. I'm always with you in mind and spirit. BBT! Mwah! I miss you, brother. I need to see you soon. How's life? Etc. All right, players have been matched. 5-minute clock has started for the players to connect. Let's do it! This is the Bracket B finals. MCNK versus Blastwitch. What's it going to be? Another best of 5, of course. Ooh, it's gonna be a 2 very familiar Titan names here, folks. If you've been in the tournament series for long, we got Soy Bulma, the Sky Titan, versus Lala, the Dusk Titan. Dusk versus Sky. Interesting plays. Or interesting sort of matchup. I mean, we saw the Fast and Furious ditto of Sky v Sky in bracket A. Maybe Dusk is here to slow that down ever so slightly. Dusk, liking to control the pace of the match, always prefers to have more health than their opponents, so that, they continue to steal that health away. But Soy Bulma looks like they are prepped and ready. The 30 defense stat of Lala versus the axe main hand weapon for Soy Bulma. They knew what was coming. They are prepared. What type of builds do we got here? Claw Swipe. First scroll for Soy Bulma. There's the mana drain on turn 1. Lala loving the way that looks. Ground Pound. So just a handful of red scrolls so far for Soy Bulma. No tips, no tricks, no tomfoolery going on. There's a Dispel, hoping that Lala was going to put together maybe a more sort of building turn 1, but swing and a miss with the Dispel, which is kind of unfortunate for Soy Bulma. Would much rather have had that wipe some buffs clean. And there's some of that life steal. I mean, look at this. Lala gets back 45 health at the end of 2 turns. Wild. When will you come to Holland again? Whenever I can. Whenever I can. That's what I'm saying. I loved it over there. So fun. So fun. Soy Bulma. Into the yellow health. Lala stealing enough or gaining enough at the end of the last turn to come into the green, but we're not far off. There's Soy Bulma paying health to play the Fallen. Get them 50 additional attack points. Will Dusk heal fast enough? Yeah, exactly. Yo, Argo Soul in the chat. What up, what up, what up? There's the Chop Wood, taking away that defensive buff of Lala. Mind Control now. Interesting strategic play. Lala with the Steel Punch now. With less defense, dealing less damage for Soy Bulma. But there's the healing at the end of turn. Crazy. Dusk, usually known for stealing that health away, but Lala has had 2 different end of turn heals played so far this match. And that's what's keeping their health total above Soy Bulma for now. Mana stash, not super great for Soy Bulma. And Lala with that only 5 defensive points. Oh, here we go. Fury Aura. Getting the attack first keyword and the plus 50 attack. Titan Bliss with more healing. We knew this would be key to the battle. Soy Bulma trying to blast down the health in as few chunks as possible. Lala trying to just kind of bring back enough health at the end of each turn to last longer than Soy Bulma, and it's working so far. There's Healing Nature again. Another end of turn heal. And a Shrapnel into Lala, who's now almost down to red health, but then heals 35 at the end of the turn. Sorry, maybe 50 at the end of that turn. It was 15 from the residual plus 35 from Healing Nature. Soy Bulma under 100 health. Does get to act first, which is huge, and has the 100% stat advantage here. Higher in every stat than Lala currently. Here we go. Mana drain. Lala might be hurting here depending on what they chose. Oh, except for when you play the 0 cost spear throw from that main hand weapon. 76. Knee of Justice. True damage does not matter. True damage does not care about your defense, does not care about my debuff stats. Lala breaks through Soy Bulma. And they take game 1. There it is. BBT knows. It's a build on true damage. Yeah, so you have the true damage scrolls from the main hand weapon. You have things like we just saw Knee of Justice for true damage. Etc. Says does not matter. I don't care. I will paunch you. Or I will knee you to death. Game 1 goes to MCNK. We'll get these players in here for game number 2 momentarily. Oof. Defense, heal, true damage. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Not the regular Magicka-centric lifesteal. Which is why Soybulma has the axe here as the main hand weapon. All right. Players deciding whether or not to keep their original first drawn hand. Now that that mulligan costs a little bit less, it is much more enticing and capable of utilizing that mulligan. In the previous patch, it took a huge percentage of your mana points remaining. Claw Swipe to lead us off. Steel Punch. Again, with that added defense, would have done even more. Here comes All Out from Soybulma. 86 for all. I mean, I guess the defense was a little bit lowered for Lala, but not by much. I mean, just toss it out there. Titan Bliss for Soybulma this time, trying to stay a little more healthy than they did last match. Not sure that we saw a single heal out of Soybulma last match. Lala still with -5 defense, but I'm not sure that that's really going to tip too many scales here in a magnificent way. All right, locking them in. Tail Strike first. -62. Here's the Broken Shriek. Lala not quite under half health. Maybe they are now. So they can utilize that Shadow Veil keyword if they so choose. They don't have a whole lot of scrolls that pay with health. So Lala, again, playing sort of an how should I say, a unique Dusk build. Go Blast. Agony. Ka-chow. Soybulma in the pit again right now. Only 63 health left. Lala's only 182 though. Like this is it's closer than the numbers would tell. But I think we've seen one of the spears, so maybe there's still a spear throw for Lala to close this out. Soybulma obviously gonna try. Oh my, it might just be a race here. Earthquake Smash on the surge meter as well. 77 plus the 19. There's this throw spear. Is it enough? It's 50 true damage. Spinning shield for 80. No. But the surge meter, the surge clutch. It was only 67 damage, but the plus 19 right over the edge. Check. Soybulma evens it up 1-1. Oh man, that was crazy. That was crazy. Unfortunate for Lala, of course, that they didn't have a closer in Scroll Slot 1 to deal that initial 63, but it is what it is. That's how the game is played. Both players pitching scrolls into that burn bucket, just trying to find the ones they need there for that final turn. Soybulma comes out on top, and we have a tied series. Tied series right now, 1-1. What a match. That was crazy. Obviously, the difference between game 1 and game 2 is that Lala did not find Healing Nature, Revitalize, like literally all of those end of turn heals. I think only found one of them, if I remember correctly. So it really, really comes down. Lala might be a little more eager to pitch some scrolls this match, especially if they feel like they're not finding those heals in the top half of the stack. Soybulma just if Lala doesn't find the heals, Soybulma can play a variety of different game plans. feel like they have the pacing upper hand. They have the raw damage output upper hand, of course. But if Lala can keep that healing sort of consistently, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat. True damage. Of course, in this game, true damage means it deals the listed number of damage regardless of all other things. So regardless of your attack stat, regardless of your opponent's defense, etc. Exactly 86. That's crazy. The 67 plus 19 combo. We'll never know what would have happened if it was one more. If it was one less health. Oh my. Blood magic for Lala. Now there's a massive heal we've not yet seen in the series, and now Lala up to full health and 50 defense. This is where they like to play this match from. Soy Bulma, 0 points in the surge meter. Would really love that thing to be popping off. Ooh, there's a Dispel. Taking away all of the buffs from Lala. Lala decides to go Mind Control here to get that end of turn heal. Claws is the play. Mana drain now. Soy Bulma going to be down to about 2/3 of what they thought they had to spend this turn. Earthquake Smash for not as much as they wished with a 0 attack. And then the Spinning Shield. Again, not exactly the turn that Soy Bulma wanted to have there, thanks to having no attack stat. Here we go. Line them up, knock them down. Soy Bulma, 1 health point less than Lala. Playing that taunt scroll, which does some damage and maybe more importantly, takes down the defensive stat of your opponent. Here comes Meditate to get more mana, more tools to play with, defensive stance to get it back and actually go into a surplus. Lala up over base stats. Life drain, though, heals them. All out from Soy Bulma. Feel the rush from Lala. And there's that attack first keyword. Lala going to resolve their first attack and every attack first this round. Unless Soy Bulma also plays an attack first scroll. This one's a bit more thinky than the previous 2 games. Titan Bliss for Lala. Again, keep the health bar as high as possible is Lala's plan. There's Perch. Then Distortion Jab. Soy Bulma. Gonna take flight. One of the largest single scroll buffs for the Sky element. Here comes Chop Wood. Their defense is already cut in half, but Lala now has 0 defense. Sheesh. There's another 19 health added for Lala. Interesting purification. Getting the end of turn heals out as well, potentially? Question mark? Or maybe it just exhausted. This is game 3 of Bracket B finals, folks. We are tied at 1-1. Soy Bulma in the red health, but has lots of other advantages kind of going their way. Feel the rush. There's that attack first keyword. Oh, forgot about the surge meter. Wild amount of damage added to any of these red scrolls. Titan Bliss to put them back up over 100. Reckless Kick. Lala, what do you have down the road here? Ground Pound. Oh, good gravy. It's going to be close. It's going to be super close. What is scroll slot 4? Distortion Kick. Distortion Kick. Is it enough? No. Healing Nature in scroll slot 4. Lala didn't have the closer, but did play a healing scroll. Soy Bulma with the attack first keyword. Only 13 health to their name, but they do get to resolve scroll slot 1 first. Do they have an 87? Do they have an 87? It's hard. With the amount of mana they have in the current stat line, it would be real hard to find 87. God, they can't play like Whirlwind or anything like that. It has to be something a bit more subtle. It's going to be Tail Strike. Is it enough for 87? It is not. Mutual Torment. There's the true damage. And with only 14 health remaining, Lala takes game number 3. Oh my goodness. Down to the bottom of the scroll pale there, folks. 1 scroll left and 2 scrolls left, respectively, for those Titans. Crazy match. Lala takes game 3 and is on match point. Match point. What a time to be alive. Here we go into game number 4 of the series. Blastwitch playing the Sky Titans, Soy Bulma versus MCNK from Team Xborg playing the Dusk Titan, Lala. Who do you guys got for this one? Sky or Dusk? Again, the name of the game for MCNK is just find those heals. I mean, that super clutch healing nature. I mean, they could have just closed it out, right? If they played damage, they probably would have ended that. But getting that end of turn added health keeps them in the game for the final turn. And they close it out. All righty. Game 4. The table is set. Let's go eat, people. First up, it is Fury Aura. Soy Bulma not wasting any time to get that stat line popping. There's the Intimidate, though, to counteract that mega buff from Fury Aura. Revitalization. Plus 25 at the end of turn for 2 turns. Cry of Sorrow. And then a Purification. Oh, that hits hard. Wipes away 2 turns of 50 healing. Oh my gosh. Lala is now in a pinch. Gonna have to find more healing. I mean, they were just patting themselves on the back for finding that healing to begin with. And then for it all to get wiped away by that Purification is crazy. We do know that Lala playing with Blood Magic in their deck, that is going to really give them more wiggle room in terms of being able to sort of finish this game out. But with a couple of those heal scrolls just wiped away, I mean, there's Major Recovery. Over 400 health. But they need every health point here possible to hang in there with Soy Bulma. Earthquake Smash coming down. Distortion Jab on the other side. There's Resolve. Oof. Peeling away their own debuffs. To get that agility advantage back, it looks like Soy Bulma ready to rock. 16 agility versus 10. Soy Bulma acting first. Everybody pretty much at base stats. Oh, I lied, though. There's the attack first keyword on Lala right now. No image? Question mark? Oh, are we not watching? There it is. Mana Drain. Mana Drain. Throw Spear for that true damage. Cost 0, folks. I mean, it's a 100% value. 1,000 punches. There's some claws for big damage. 86. Here comes Feel the Rush. Which, again, going to attack on that attack first keyword. Just as Lala's attack first keyword exhausts. And now we have attack first for Soy Bulma. We have flashing Surge Meter for Soy Bulma. We have plenty of mana. What does Lala have up their sleeve? How do they survive the barrage here? We know Soy Bulma plenty of sort of game closing scrolls. It's going to be Cleaving Blow. Not going to be enough for 124, but definitely enough to get us all, sort of uncomfortably close to death. Lala at 18. There's a Titan Bliss for Soy Bulma. Not ready to die just yet. Agony Wood. Oh, it wouldn't have closed it out, but it would have been so close. And there's the agony. Lala having to pay health to play that scroll, pitching it all away. And now we are at 2-2. Wow. Soy Bulma takes that one, taking us to game number 5. Right. Everything feels uncomfortable. You guys ever had like a day like that where you just like, my chair is not comfortable, my headphones aren't comfortable, these matches are uncomfortable, they're so freaking close, never know what's going on. My nose is itchy, like everything. Seasonal allergies? Anybody else got seasonal allergies? All the spring flowers open up and everybody's like, yay, it's so beautiful. And I'm like, you know? Anyway, enough about me. How are you guys? We're going into game 5 of Bracket B finals, Blastwitch versus MCNK. MCNK has already promoted themselves through Bracket A. So if they win this, they get to choose which bracket they choose to be promoted in for grand finals. Kind of an interesting spot to be in, considering the money on the line. Furious wins. Throw spear. Does not care. True damage. Cost 0. That's crazy. There's taunt to get the defense down for Lala. Shatter Shriek. Oh my good gravy. The claws. 92 damage. There's the mind control. Going to get a little bit of that back at the end of 2 turns. Titan Bliss for Soy Bulma. Stay healthy, y'all. Interesting sort of juncture in the game here. Soy Bulma with 2 buff stats. One of those being the ever important attack stat. That's their damage output. The other being agility. There's tackle. Again, a red scroll using that attack stat, but also applying the bind keyword to Lala, which means they will draw 1 less scroll into their next 2 hand refills. Titan Bliss plus 50 for Lala. We know how critical those heal scrolls are for Lala to be finding. Oh my. And then there's Revitalize as well. That's an end of turn heal to stack on top of their already end of turn healing. Oh, it's gone. It all gets. Oh my goodness. So much potential healing there just evaporated. And Lala now with that bind keyword going to have even less time and ability to find things like blood magic to keep their health total up. Soy Bulma must be pleased with themselves right now because that was naughty. Naughty. It's Broken Shriek. Then Cleaving Blow in the other direction to bring the defense down. Oh, jeepers. I mean, 259 is not out of the question here for Soy Bulma. Oh, there's how much is it? Just give me the bad news. 108 agony, only having to pay half thanks to the Shadow Veil. 95 damage. Feel the rush now played, and it's going to come down to agility here at the very end. It's going to be attack first keyword for Soy Bulma. They put themselves in the position to take this thing away. They wiped away the healing of Lala, and now Lala off on an island, stranded, having to just watch it all unfold. Claw Swipe is the closer. Soy Bulma going through to grand finals. Oh my goodness. Crazy series all the way to game 5. GG's, of course, to MCNK and Blastwitch. But it's going to be Blastwitch moving on to grand finals to play MCNK again. But this time with their Sky Titan. It will be a Sky Ditto in grand finals. I'm going to go fetch a drink real fast. My throat's getting dry. I'll be back in 38 seconds. Count them out, chat. I'll be right back. Oh my, sorry I had to leave you guys stranded there for a second, but it looks like I didn't miss any action. I'm not panting, you're panting. It's from the games. It's definitely not from running downstairs to fetch a little liquid. What a match. Yeah, Blast Witch versus MCNK. Sky v Sky. We'll see what their adjustments are, and we'll play a best of 5 series. Hiratsu with follow on Twitch. Hiratsu, are you here? They might be in the chat. Hiratsu is the newest follower on the stream. Chat, if you haven't yet, click that little purple heart on Twitch. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. All of the stuff. Hit us up on Instagram at Reign of Titans, at Reign of Titans Tales, at Reign of Titans BR, at Reign of Titans IN, at Reign of Titans Esports, because there's a lot going on. Also, take a screenshot that says you were here today, folks. We're giving away mega loot boxes. So, take a little screenshot, put that in the proofs and submissions channel in the Discord, just like I'm doing right now. Kazawi, I was there. I was there. Get yourself some free in-game swag, boys and girls. Absolute cinema. I agree. That was crazy. Oh my goodness. Wild, wild times. Even my lips are getting dry. Like, what is my body just betraying me? Get some water, Ross. Your throat's getting dry. Put some chapstick on, Ross. Your lips are getting dry. I am an alpha human, okay? I don't need any of these products. But I rely on chapstick, you know? I rely on it. Here we go, grand finals. Blast Witch playing Soy Bulma at an absolute crazy bracket run. Had to play some absolute slayers to make it here in grand finals. Same with MCNK playing their Sky Titan Mirage, coming from bracket A to crush and take home the biggest slice of the money pie, 900 plus US dollars today, and almost more importantly, the biggest chunk of those tournament qualification points for season 2 here at Reign of Titans to get into that season 2 finale tournament for 4,000 US buckaroos. Somebody leaves that day $1,000 US dollars richer. That championship is crazy. Season championship is the end of June for season 2. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's only getting crazier from here to there. Soy Bulma versus Mirage. Sky v Sky. We've got Spike Shield Axe for Soy Bulma. Spike Shield Prodder for Mirage. So one person, well, both of these are sort of like damage plus debuffs, right? Axe is damage plus debuffs sort of targeted at defense. Prodder is damage plus debuffs, sort of focused more in Magicka and attack. So a different strategy, but sort of the same anticipated outcomes here from these builds. We have seen how quick Mirage can delete other Titans. We'll see if Soy Bulma can step up and do the same now that they're not against the sort of the controlling healer that they played at the Bracket B finals in Dusk. The Sky Mirage, the Sky Ditto, not a stranger for Mirage. That is exact matchup they played in Bracket A finals. So fresh on the mind for Mirage. There's the Fury Aura. Fury Aura is fresh. 85 attack now, but only temporarily. There's the annoyance. How annoying, says Soy Bulma, for me to buff my attack and then you just take it all away. You dirty, dirty, dirty. Feel the rush. This is Mirage's specialty right here, folks. Just putting that surge meter to work as well. Oh, there's Claws. Not going to get the bonus from the surge meter on that purple scroll. There's a tackle, and Mirage now down under 200. But the news of the day here, Soy Bulma is under 50 health. Oh, the surge meter tries to close it out, and now it's Soy Bulma's turn with that surge meter at 10. But I got to be honest, they got bigger fish to fry. They got more things to think about. Soy Bulma only with 37. Oh my God, and they get to it. Resolve their scrolls second. Mirage with the True Strike. Ka-chow. Game 1 of Grand Finals goes to Mirage MCNK. Playing for Team X-Borg, of course. Oh my gosh. Again, Mirage did this exact same thing in Bracket A Finals. Just said, hey, I got the Sky Ditto. I've got the Sky Ditto on lock. I'm ready to roll. I mean, that was the execution right there. And one of the big difference makers was that Mirage got that surge meter maxed out one turn before Soy Bulma did. And by the time Soy Bulma had theirs locked on, they had to think about healing. They had to think about dodging. They had to think about defense, blah, 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 blah. Mirage, at least in game 1, just did it faster. Everything was faster. So let's see if Blast Witch can make an adjustment. Try to get this thing evened up here in game 2. Boom, boom, boom. Shout-outs to Echo from Arios Force in the chat. Watching on the big screen at home. You love to see it, folks. I always love seeing where you guys where do you watch your matches? You know, are you guys like little phone gremlins in a park or at a cafe? Maybe you're at an internet cafe just soaking up your Reign of Titans fix for the week. Maybe you've got it splashed up on the big screen in your living room. Maybe you've rented out a movie theater and my face is about 8 foot by 8 foot on there. Oh, tasty. Not my face. My face, not tasty. The vibes of watching Reign of Titans on a big screen. Oh my God. Imagine that, just imagine. This all comes with an asterisk because I don't know anything more than you guys do. Imagine there's some sort of culminating, 2026 championship, and we rent out an IMAX theater, the one that's like, I don't know, 270 degrees of, oh God, I lost my view. There it is. Boom, we're back. Just imagine Reign of Titans in an IMAX theater, maybe in a projection. You know, like when there's like that Michael Jackson show where they've used projectors to make a hologram of Michael Jackson. I think that's the direction we should be going, Reign of Titans. I mean, I'm having a good time up here, but let's be honest, we could all just be watching a projector, a visualized hologram battle of Titans. Oh my, that sounds lovely. Back to the match, Ross. I mean, Mirage likes to finish things in 2 or 3 turns. So when I yap through the first turn, you guys just need to cut me off. Somebody stop me, as Jim Carrey once said. Soy Bulma, though, ready to take flight. The biggest buff in the Sky Arsenal. But now they're 50 mana weaker. Oh, big dispel. Unfortunate. Mirage using Furious Winds after the debuff. After the dispel, going to get to keep those stats till the end of combat, which is crazy. Pending there's not another dispel. This one's going to be close, folks. Earthquake Smash with 60. Attack does 98. Here's the Phantasm, folks. This is setting the table for next turn. We're going to see that surge meter locked on. It goes straight, just. I wish that's the way my gas tank worked in my car. I just play Phantasm for 10 mana, and I'm automatically up to that crazy surge meter. The damage output now from Red Scrolls for Mirage going to be crazy, but are they going to be alive to use it? Soy Bulma there's Perch. Again, this is a jockeying piece. This is to get, oh my, Echoing Blades. For how much? 32 plus the 19, folks. Do not forget it. Fury Aura now going to make them attack first for the rest of the turn. Feel the rush. Attack first as well. Soy Bulma, though, going to take full control here of scroll slot 3. I can't even talk. Mirage gonna finish them with the spiked shield. Soy Bulma did everything right there. Oh my gosh. Maybe didn't need the perch. But you got to be thinking layers and layers deeper than that. You might be thinking, well, what if my opponent throws a run for cover or something crazy? Maybe they needed that mana. I'm not sure if it was a bait or if it was required, but one scroll slot late. Mirage takes game number 2. Upper screen's not showing the HP bar. Yeah, it just looks like it needs a different crop. Or maybe one of the players isn't full screen. I'm not sure. The cropperoo on the game screen. Thanks for the shout, Tushar. Thanks for the shout, brother. Whew, Mirage. So far, taking care of business here in Grand Finals. They are on match point. They are on championship point. Up. No, did I say that right? Chat, what's the score? Oh, God. I might have forgotten. Somebody give me a score update here. I forget if we're at 2-0 or 1-1. It's got to be 2-0 because Mirage won game 1. They just won game 2 with the spiked shield closer on Soy Bulma. MCNK looking for victory here. Thus far has done it well. Interesting to see these two builds sort of function fairly similarly. Let's be honest. They're both trying to get it done pretty quick. I think it would be fun to do a breakdown of these decks because I'll show you here in just a minute. Furious Winds. Again, that is a permanent buff. So this is the scroll I was just looking at. Phantom Dance, which gives you surge meter points. There's the Phantom Dance on the other side for Soy Bulma. So both players playing that scroll, but I don't know that they're both playing the Phantasm scroll or that Echoing Blades scroll that Mirage just played. So again, this surge meter sort of clash of first attack. Yeah, right? First attack, but then it goes back to agility. Soy Bulma gets a chance at it, but Mirage had the bigger hammer in scroll slot 4. Got it done. Here we are, both players with that blinking surge meter ready to put it to work. And this is kind of an interesting puzzle for the players. Jungle Rage. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You don't necessarily go for the jugular because you have to be hesitant about some of these sort of more strategic scrolls. You can't just be like me, like Caveman, big number, go boom. You know, big red scroll. Tail Strike. I mean, that's big number, go boom. 2-0, thank you. Oh, there's a big dispel. Mirage now going to be down to base stats. Still gets the surge meter points. 1,000 punches now. And the agility bonus definitely in Soy Bulma's favor. Here's True Strike. Does not care about stat line. Still dealing 60. And there is Feel the Rush. Going to pencil themselves in for the attack first keyword. Spike Shield for Mirage. Not going to be able to close it, but does put them in the lead for health here going into the next turn. Everything a bit calmer here now that surge meter is gone. Soy Bulma with that attack first keyword, regardless of agility, going to be attacking first. Both players sort of in that 2/3 scroll range for death, especially on these stat lines. This is where Mirage and that 30 defense. Oh my. Mana drain to start it off. Soy Boma in the driver's seat. Oh my God, the flip flop. The flip flop, folks. Saw it coming from a mile away. Soy Boma with the heals, though, in scroll slot 2. Fury Aura for Mirage. So a big defensive play from Soy Boma into the most massive single scroll buff. Here's Feel the Rush from Mirage this time on 64 attack. Then Annoyance. Okay, this is a damage play, but also a stats play, because without that stat debuff, they might have died right there. Soy Boma. Oh, and their attack first exhausts Mirage in the driver's seat for scroll slot 1, going to get to resolve whatever they want, so long as it costs 85 mana or less. There are quite a few 85 mana or less scrolls in the Sky Arsenal that will deal 57. Pick your poison, Mirage. It's Earthquake Smash. Boom! One of the best animations in the game, shattering the ground. Soy Boma is eliminated. And like that, MCNK Xborg is our grand champion today. Whoo! What a flurry. What an absolute flurry of matches there in Bracket A finals, Bracket B finals, and of course, Grand Finals did not disappoint. Mirage playing expertly in the Sky Ditto. Soy Boma just built ever so slightly differently. They put a few more stat points in their base attack instead of the base defense that Mirage uses, but Mirage leans a little bit more heavily into the surge points and the surge meter, which accounts for that lack or loss of attack points on base stats. Absolutely crazy builds. Crazy builds. I just want to congratulate all the players today. 62 people entered today. We got down to our final 4. Got to watch some wild matches. And of course, we crown MCNK from Team Xborg the crown, the leader, the number 1, the champion. Again, taking home the most US dollars this morning or night, as well as the most Season 2 tournament qualifying points. If you guys want to see what that tournament qualifying points leaderboard looks like, go check out the Discord channel for that. If you haven't taken a screenshot yet to say that you were here with your favorite commentator, Ross, take one now. Post that in the Proofs and Discords channel, and we'll get you some mega loot certified from the team. In-game rewards for watching and hanging out. What an absolute banger tournament, folks. We've kind of got over the hump of tournament platform, in my opinion. We sort of broke through that barrier. Then there was a little bit of a barrier about tournament qualification criteria. I feel like we busted through that barrier. Folks, Season 2 is about to be just blasted wide open. It is still anybody's game. We still have a month and a half of qualifying tournaments to earn those leaderboard points to get to the season finale at the end of June. So keep playing those ranked matches. Keep signing up for these weekend tournaments, folks. And of course, keep engaging on social medias. Let the people know Reign of Titans is here, and we are here in a big way. I don't know if you guys were on board for the Titan Talk yesterday. That is our weekly exclusive insight meeting with the dev team. There's just big things coming down the road all the time for Reign of Titans. So, people, engage on social media. Get some free loot that way. Practice up in that ranked playlist. Climb. If you want to join a team, there are some Reign of Titans teams you can get plugged in with. They will give you plenty of advice, plenty of Titans to rent if that's your thing. And, of course, make you into a better player so that on these weekend tournaments you can show up and throw up, baby. Take home some big dollars or some big titanium prizes. Shoo! Tashar, thanks so much for the kind words. Love you guys all for being here. My name is Ross. This is Reign of Titans. And we'll see you guys next week for the next banger tournament. If not before that, in the disco or in that ranked playlist.